First of all, I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out right now to Powerhouse of Love and Faith, putting in the work today, helping out the unfortunate today. It's a very beautiful thing that I saw on my Facebook feed. And if you in Fayetteville, North Carolina, you know somebody that need help, go holler at Powerhouse of Love and Faith on Murchison Road. So here we go. TV, where we bring you hot music, dope interviews, and commentary on the current events that's going on in the world this week. Yeah. Tonight we got a show tonight, man. We're giving out special prayers to the people of New York, man, all that flooded, man. It's some shit I ain't never seen before in my city, man. Damn. And then we going to taking down of the Confederate statues, man. It was Robert E. Lee, removed from Charlottesville, Virginia. Wow. Living in the times, y'all. And lastly, Illinois public schools should be required to teach Asian American history. Fuck is that? Bruh. Welcome to Busy MC TV, y'all. Where it gets kind of bizarre with these stories, man. Straight up. Like I said, man. Shout out to Powerhouse, Love and Faith, putting in the work, man. Y'all, man, it just keep going on and on and on and on. So without further ado, family, I'm gonna bring the first story in. Okay, this first story right here, we got the Northeast flooding due to the hurricane, you know what I'm saying, that came through. But here's the story, here's what's going on. If you don't live in New York, you don't know what's going on in New York, here's what's going on.
As Elsa slams the Northeast.
Yeah, the hurricane was named Elsa, okay?
My God.
Overnight, flash flooding and torrential rain from another system battering the region. New York City streets underwater, cascading into subway stations. One woman walking waist deep into the water.
That's what I was saying on Facebook, and that's what really made me want to see the story. I'm looking on Facebook and shit, and I'm looking at feeds and shit, and they got motherfuckers swimming to get the motherfucking train. What the fuck?
Other riders using trash bags for cover. Drivers stranded on a flooded expressway rescued by a police barrier truck.
That same thing happened in Detroit with all that flooding on the highway and shit.
In Philadelphia, heavy rain and winds causing fiery downed power lines. In New Jersey, dangerous storms pounding down on neighborhoods. Residents snapping photos of golf ball-sized hail. Drivers navigating flooded roads across Long Island.
We're seeing already dangerous rip currents and tides.
Officials warning residents to stay safe.
Be prepared for the possibility of power outages.
Think all that water, you think there ain't no power outages gonna happen? Oh my God, man, this is something I've never seen.
In Connecticut, residents stocking up as Elsa moves in and takes aim.
I have a generator, I have sump pumps, we have plenty of water stocked up.
That's what you have to do if you live in those parts of the regions where you have storms and stuff like that. Make sure you got your water, your generators. Make sure your family have access to emergency services.
Now we are in the thick of it right now. The forecasters are saying that this is a pretty fast-moving system, so it should be out of here in the next couple of hours. But even in a short window of time, we're expecting some hazardous conditions, and things could deteriorate quickly when high tide hits this area around 9 o'clock this morning. Craig?
All right, Kathy Park braving the elements for us this morning. Kathy, thank you.
Let's get more on today's threats from
That shit is crazy, man. We're living in the times, man, where things are getting more and more and more and more unpredictable as far as if you don't know what's going on within this matrix, because you know, family, that these motherfuckers is playing with the weather. And that heat wave and certain systems that go through like the Gulf Stream and the jet stream, and they understands negative protons and positive, and they understands this shit, man. The meteorologists don't know shit about the weather. He just gives you a generalization that these motherfucking real people know, because these real people out here creating these storms and shit, man. You understand? So you got to research Project HARP, HARRP, or I don't know, it's HARP, HAARP or something like that. But check that, type in that and check it out, man. It's weather manipulation, man. That stuff is real, man. They got places to where they test where they gonna make it rain at and shit, or where they gonna make it snow at. And that really exists, man. And they bringing these things and these storms to these regions because it's chaos, man. The world and the powers that be and the motherfucking entities that run this world loves the chaos. Okay?
Elsa, and those dramatic images of flooding in the New York City subway system. And who better to tell us about it than WNBC's very own Janice Huff.
All I'm saying is about the subway. I'll be scared to go ride a train in that motherfucking water. Ain't the third rail down that motherfucker? So you mean tell me you gonna jump and catch a train under some water and goddamn electricity rolls through water? Man, that shit crazy than the motherfucker, man. Shout out to y'all brave motherfuckers who swam to catch that motherfucking E-train, nigga. Shout out. All right, we're going on to the next story. Prayers and hopes to New York to get better the next couple of days, man. Because this is really unfortunate to the people out there. They already going through it, with people trying to pass laws and all the violence and, all the everyday bullshit in New York. Then you got this motherfucking water shit. So y'all send prayers to New York, man, and make sure New York get their shit right, man. You know what I'm saying? So next we have the statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee removed from Charlottesville, Virginia. All right, we're about to go into this story. All right, here we go.
The city of Charlottesville, Virginia, has taken down the statues of Confederate Generals Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson. Hundreds of people cheered as crews hoisted the monuments away on a flatbed truck Saturday morning. The Charlottesville City Council voted unanimously this afternoon to also remove the city's Lewis, Clark, and Sacagawea statue. The Robert E. Lee Monument, you may remember, became a rallying cry for white supremacists and other racist groups after civil rights advocates demanded it come down. It became the center of the Unite the Right rally back.
You understand? If they was fighting for that statue so damn hard, it gives you the pulse of this country. And them taking the statue down or leaving it don't make a goddamn difference because it's going to be still the same around this motherfucker. I like to see the goddamn statue stay up. It lets me know who my fucking enemies is. I go to a goddamn town and I see that motherfucking statue. I know not to stay within 50 miles in a hotel in that motherfucker. Thank you. Now they're going to trick you. When they take the statues down, you don't know what you're riding into. All these sundown towns out this motherfucker. And sundown towns do exist. Look that up too, family. I'm giving you shit to research. Shit called sundown towns. Places you shouldn't be after sundown if you're a motherfucking black person. I'm telling you, it exists. Sundown towns exist. And Robert E. Lee was a kind of figure that was evil and shit, man. He fought for the Confederate. He was a general, actually. You know what I'm saying? After they bust his ass and shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some more.
In 2017, where a woman was killed and dozens more were injured when a man deliberately drove his car into a crowd of counter-protesters. For more, I want to bring in activist Ziona Bryant. She started the petition to remove Charlottesville's Robert E. Lee statue when she was a high school student.
Shout out to baby girl who started that petition. They need to take that bullshit down. But like I said, me personally, I would like to see what my enemy landmarks are so I know to stay the fuck away from them.
Ziona, you have fought a long time for this. How are you feeling in this moment?
Today, I'm feeling overwhelmed with pride and joy as a black woman.
You gotta understand this shit too. All this shit is too is really symbolism, man. They really only giving us symbolism, man. You know what I'm saying? That taking down that statue still don't mean shit. That's just like the George Floyd statue put up. That's like the Breonna Taylor basketball court. That's like all the other, the Juneteenth. That's like all the other symbolic shit. We don't need symbolic shit no more. Leave them statues up and give us our motherfucking money. Leave them up. So we know what the fuck, our babies know what the fuck they dealing with. When I grew up and I seen them statues and I seen that bullshit, I knew what I was dealing with, bruh. It's like a map. It's a Negro map. They trying to erase the Negro map. I'm serious, man. I'm telling you, fuck that. I don't like, because one thing I hate is white folk that act like they like me and they hate me. I like the motherfuckers who hate me, but they still deal with me because we doing business. I like them kind too. Because the motherfucker I know he hate me, I know where the fuck he stand. That motherfucker acting like he my man, I don't know where the fuck that motherfucker stand, man.
Man, I think that there are so many stories of black women doing amazing work to shift narratives and create change in their community. So I'm honored to be on the forefront of this movement.
But notice like Black Lives Matter and all these things. Why they always put the black women at the head? Where's the black men at? Where the fuck is the men at? I know it's some men behind the scenes in that shit, bruh. That's what it is, because they don't want the black man talking. They don't want the black, you will never see the black man talking on there in the way that I'm talking for a set like Black Lives Matter or some bullshit in the local NAACP and shit like that. You'll never see a motherfucker talk like me or anybody else that you'll hear on YouTube. Because the plan is to not let us have a voice. They ostracize us. They feminizes us. You understand? And it's kind of like we stuck in a rock and a hard place, but we still managed to work it out. What that song say, brothers gonna work it out. We works it out. Shout out to all my brothers out there who work that shit out, man.
Charlottesville and to stand alongside powerful black women who have been leading this charge all over the country.
Ziona, tell our viewers what message.
And then when black women get on TV and they assert some kind of change and all that, instead of being just black, they got to go straight to the woman shit. The black woman did it. Man, fuck all that, man. That's one for all people. Why y'all go to the gender first? That's that feministic mindset that they need to throw away as a black woman. You're not a fucking feminist, bro, because the black man is not your motherfucking enemy, bro. Let that shit sink in. He's not your fucking enemy, bro.
You felt whenever you would see those statues, and what message you feel seeing these statues removed right now?
So when I would see the statues growing up, I would think about slavery, bondage, and then...
True. That's why it's supposed to make you think that. That's what's wrong with black people. We think with our emotions. We are emotional beings. We take our emotions and then behind the emotions, we do the wrong actions. Instead of going to deal with our motherfucking problem, we embrace our problem and as a term of endearment, like the word nigga, like how we say nigga. That's exactly what this is. But like I said, man, I don't give a fuck about them statues and shit, man. They can keep them up, man. All I want is the motherfucking check. Cut the motherfucking check, man. Fuck all this symbolism, man, like I keep saying. Y'all black folks keep going for that symbolism, man. Kamala Harris ain't the first black woman president. Stop that bullshit. Tisha from Ohio or Sandy from Florida or Takesha from California, that'd be the first black woman president, but nah, this woman from whole fucking somewhere else, man. People from somewhere else, man. India some goddamn way, man. Come on, get down. Y'all get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro. Stop falling for the symbolism, man. All this shit is symbolism. That all they trying to do is wash their sins away with symbolism. We not gonna let them get away with that shit, bruh. And then got the nerve to get mad because somebody want to teach critical race theory. And they happy with removing the statues and doing all that shit because they don't want to be remembered for that shit, bruh. Their children don't want to be remembered for that. But they need to be remembered for that because they still uses the advantage of that motherfucking time that their forefathers controlled this country. They still living off the wealth, whether they believe it or not. So, I don't give a fuck whether they took down the statues or not, man. And shout out to the young lady, who instituted the change and shit, But I don't give a fuck about that shit, man, because we need to know where our enemies stand at. You understand? And anywhere where the enemy stand at, the motherfucker that you living around, you should fucking move. You ain't got to stay around there. Find somewhere where you know you need to go. So I'm going to go to the next story, man. Illinois public schools are to be required to teach Asian American history. The fuck is that? Asian American history. What is that? All right. Hold on.
Public schools in Illinois will now be required to teach Asian American history after a new law signed by Governor Pritzker. It's the first of its kind in the nation.
This makes it so that starting in 2022, in the 2022 school year, every high school graduate of Illinois will know about the legalized internment camps here in the United States during World War II.
Students will also learn.
Man, get the fuck out of here. I wish my son and my daughters would come in and say, Daddy, help me on my homework. I said, man, you're going to get a 0 on that shit. You're going to get a goddamn 0 on that. Because we ain't looking at that shit. I'll show you about something else. I'll do a whole different subject about my people and give it to her. This is what happened to my people. You understand? We ain't worried about no other motherfucker. Why I gotta send my school so my kid can worry about another motherfucker, but you don't want to teach my kids they real shit. Man, get the fuck all the way out of here with that. All the way out. I can't believe they would have the fucking balls to want to do that shit, man. I think it's really fucked up. You already got the kids fucked up. And you want to teach them that bullshit too, passing laws for them motherfuckers. Let me tell you why. Because I live out here by the University of Illinois, man. This is Chinese money like a motherfucker out here, bruh. That's why Illinois is doing that. This is Chinese money like a motherfucker, man. For real. What's up? You want to be in this jump off? Where you at? She want to be in, I'll let her come in. She can come in. But yeah, this is Chinese money like a motherfucker, man. And that's why they been into them like that, bruh. Man, this shit is really crazy, man. I invited her in. I'm trying to see what she gonna do before I go ahead and do my final thought. She probably called my show late, man. You know what I'm saying? But that capping right there, I can't cap for none of that right there, bruh. For real, man, I can't cap for that right there. To teach these kids. Why y'all teaching? Like, it's like, so in Chicago, y'all gonna teach black kids Asian American history and they need help? Are you fucking serious, bruh? In Chicago? Man, y'all niggas crazy, man. Y'all niggas crazy, man. Said she unable to join. I'ma send it again. I'ma send it again. Let me see if she's gonna come in. Got my kids wanting to see no bullshit like that, man. Talking about some cancer, World War II. We don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. We don't give a fuck about that shit. And we don't give a fuck. Hell yeah, it says the wrong message, Echo. It sure do. It sure do, man. It says the wrong message. Teaching our kids that bullshit. Them kids need help. And you gonna motherfucker get these kids Asian American history. Man, we don't give, black kids don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. I mean, I'm just not gonna cap on that. You're not even teaching them they real shit. But let alone teaching them some other shit in America that they don't even give a damn about. Another part of the curriculum they're gonna fail. That's what that is. They set black kids up to fail because why black kids give a fuck about that shit, bro? Why would a black kid give a fuck about that shit, bro? Like facts, bro. Facts. Why would he give a fuck about Asian American history, my nigga? I mean, I'm about to go ahead and do my final thought because I thought Echo could chime in, but she unable to come in for some odd reason. And I requested her and everything, but I don't know. But she's right, it sends the wrong message. And that's the show, everybody. Yo, man, prayers to the people in New York, man, that water, man. Stay away from that train shit, man. Facts. All that goddamn water down there in the third rail and shit. Y'all niggas ain't watch Beach Street? Shit. And shout out to baby girl who made the change in Charlottesville to get that Robert E. Lee bullshit down. But we need to know where our enemies be at. What a funny time we living in, man. The Illinois public schools, man. That's some shit. That's some shit. That's some shit, man. We ain't even fucking with. They teach enough about their history. And then we learn about the Asian history. It's gonna be about them at the same fucking time. Shout out to Young Rambo who came on the show last night. The dope ass show, man. Busy MC TV. Where we got hot interviews, hot music, and commentary on the latest news stories throughout the week. Don't just send your motherfucking kids to school thinking everything gonna be alright, man. Like I said, build with your babies. Facts. Shout out to my nigga D, man. And thank y'all for watching Busy MC TV. Without y'all, none of this shit would be possible. These are just my views. These are just my thoughts. On behalf of Busy MC TV, this is my mind. So on that note, y'all be good, man. I'ma catch y'all niggas the next show. Peace.